Hi guys, Ollie here and welcome back to another video in the Graduate Entry Medicine Q&A video series that we're doing right now. So today's question of interest is, how do you go about funding a graduate entry medical degree? And it's a really obvious question, but a really good one. And when considering a second degree, I think money is probably at the forefront of most people's minds, as well it should be. If you want to study a second degree having already completed one, financially that can often be extremely difficult, because Student Finance England will usually only cover up to 4 years, but up to 4 years of one course. And I say usually there because thankfully there are some exceptions, one of which is graduate entry medicine. So just to use myself as a very quick and very present example, when I started my undergrad degree at Newcastle studying biology, I took out a 3-year loan from Student Finance England to cover that, like you would with any first degree. I'm now studying graduate entry medicine, I'm in the first year, but because graduate entry medicine is one of these exception courses, I've been able to get a student loan like I did with my first degree, and it's paid for in exactly the same way. Now, it's extremely important, right, to note that if you're wanting to study medicine as a graduate, the student finance situation only applies if you are studying on an accelerated course that is designed specifically for graduates. It's a very key thing to note: you will not be eligible for a student loan if you are studying a 5 or 6 year undergraduate medical degree as somebody who already holds a first undergraduate degree. And this is something that is very likely going to play a major role when it comes to allocating your UCAS choices. Just to reiterate that one more time, if you are wanting to study medicine as a second degree and you will not be able to afford it without assistance from the government, then you must apply for graduate entry programs specifically. In my case, for example, there is absolutely no reasonable way that I could have afforded to pay for 5 years worth of a normal undergraduate medical degree. That would cost me at least £45,000 in tuition fees, and I wouldn't have been able to get a loan. That's why all my choices when I applied for medicine were for graduate entry programs. And you do have to bear this in mind when submitting your application, because graduate entry medicine is substantially more competitive than at undergrad level, so it becomes even more important at that level to apply tactically and purely just to the places where you are likely to get in. So now that we understand that quite crucial point, I'm going to talk about the funding structure for graduate entry medical programs, and this applies just to UK students for this video. I will make another video talking about the situation for EU and international students. Tuition fees for UK students are currently maxed out at £9,250 a year, so that's what everywhere is going to charge. In the first year of the course, you have to pay £3,465 as a one-off payment, and that's a component of the tuition fee. In the first year, the difference between that £3,465 and the £9,250, which is £5,785, that difference is covered by your loan, so that is the amount that you get the loan for in the first year. In my case, that £3,465 has come from savings and from working over the previous summer to make that payment. From the second year until the final year of the course, it's a little bit different in that the Department of Health will actually contribute £3,715 towards your tuition fees in each of years 2, 3 and 4. The rest, which is £5,535, is covered by your student loan, and again, that's how much you get the loan for. And just like you may have done at undergrad level, your actual living costs can be covered by a maintenance loan in exactly the same way as they would have been before, and that applies for all 4 years of the programme. So again, just to return to my case one more time as an example, I'm in my first year at Warwick Medical School. I have paid off the £3,465 instalment, and the rest of my tuition fees for the year will be covered by my student loan when it comes in, as it normally would. I've also taken out a maintenance loan which covers my living costs. And if I might be so bold as to try and provide one tiny little bit of advice, it's that based on my experience so far, again, I'm a first year student, but based on what I've seen, I think it would be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to hold down a part-time job while you're studying an accelerated medical program. I just don't think it could happen. You're expected to be in full-time education, your attendance is monitored, which is something that the GMC regulates. You have to be at everything. And to be honest, even now I struggle to fit in all the work we have to do, and I'm not holding down a part-time job. I would not assume at all that you'd be able to work while studying on the program, and let that factor into the decision. Okay guys, so that's the end of this video. I hope that's clarified the issue somewhat and made things a little bit more easy to understand. If I've left anything out or there's any further questions you have, just drop them as comments on the video or use my website postgradmedic.com to get in touch. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please be sure to hit that like button for me, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this, and as I say, go and check out postgradmedic.com for more articles, content and videos just like this that will make that transition to medical school a little bit easier for you, and you can find my daily blog there too. Go and check it out. Thanks for watching guys, take care, and I'll see you next time.